Hello, cactus lovers! Today, we are embarking on an exciting journey into the world of cactus propagation. There are various methods to propagate cacti, each with its unique charm and challenges. In this video, we will explore 3 different methods to propagate cactus plants successfully. So, grab your gardening tools and let's get started on how to propagate cactus with different methods. The first method we'll explore is propagation by seeds. It's a fascinating way to start new cacti from scratch and witness the miracle of life unfolding before your eyes. Collect ripe cactus seeds from the fruit of your mature cactus plants. The fruit may vary depending on the cactus species, but once it's ripe, it will contain tiny seeds. To begin, gently wash the seeds to remove any remaining pulp or fruit flesh. Sterilize the seeds by soaking them in a 10% bleach solution for a few minutes. Rinse them thoroughly to remove the bleach and then place them on a clean paper towel to dry. Next, prepare a well-draining seed starting mix. Use a small pot or tray with drainage holes and fill it with the seed starting mix. Spread the seeds evenly over the surface, making sure not to overcrowd them. Cover the seeds with a thin layer of the seed starting mix, ensuring they are not buried too deeply. Mist the soil to keep it lightly moist, and then cover the pot or tray with plastic wrap or a clear lid to create a mini greenhouse effect. Place the pot or tray in a warm, bright location, but avoid direct sunlight. Germination times can vary, but with patience and care, you'll soon see tiny cactus seedlings sprouting. As the seedlings grow, you can gradually acclimate them to more sunlight by removing the plastic wrap for short periods each day. Transplant the seedlings into individual pots once they outgrow the seed starting tray and continue to care for them like mature cacti. The second method is propagation by offsets, also known as pups. Many cacti produce offsets, which are small, genetically identical clones that grow at the base of the parent plant. This method is easy and rewarding, especially for cacti that naturally produce offsets. To propagate by offsets, gently remove the offset from the parent cactus. Use a clean, sharp knife to make a clean cut, ensuring that the offset has its own roots and a small portion of the stem. Allow the cut end to callus over for a day or two to prevent rot. Prepare a pot with well-draining cactus soil mix and make a small hole for the offset. Place the offset into the hole and lightly press the soil around it to stabilize it. Water the newly planted offset sparingly, keeping the soil lightly moist. Over time, the offset will develop its roots and grow into a new, independent cactus. Offsets generally have a higher success rate in propagating new cacti compared to other methods. They also have a shorter establishment period since they already have roots to support growth. As the new cactus grows, care for it as you would a mature cactus, providing it with the right amount of sunlight and water. The third method is propagation by stem cuttings. This technique is suitable for cacti that don't produce offsets or when you want to create new cacti from a mature plant without disturbing the parent. Start by selecting a healthy stem segment from the parent cactus. Use clean, sharp pruning shears or a sterile knife to make a clean cut. Allow the cut ends to callus over for a day or two to prevent rot. Prepare a well-draining pot with cactus soil mix and make a small hole for the cutting. Optionally, you can apply a rooting hormone to the calloused end of the cutting to encourage root development. Insert the calloused end of the cutting into the hole in the soil and gently press the soil around it. Keep the soil lightly moist and place the pot in a bright, indirect location. Over time, the cutting will develop roots and grow into a new cactus, just like its parent. This method requires more patience compared to offsets, but it allows you to create new cacti for mature plants that may not produce offsets. As the new cactus grows, continue to care for it with the right amount of sunlight, water, and well-draining soil. Now that you've successfully propagated cacti using different methods, it's crucial to provide the right care for the new plants. For seedlings, gradually introduce them to more sunlight as they grow. Transplant them into individual pots once they outgrow their seed starting tray. Continue to water them sparingly, allowing the soil to dry out between waterings. For offsets and stem cuttings, treat them like mature cacti, but with a bit more care. Keep them in a warm, bright location with well-draining soil, water sparingly, and gradually adjust their care to mimic the conditions of mature cacti. As your newly propagated cacti grow and establish themselves, you'll be rewarded with beautiful, healthy plants that you propagated with your own hands. Here are some tips and troubleshooting advice for successful cactus propagation. Be patient. Cacti propagation can take time, and each method may have different timelines for success. Keep your tools and containers clean and sterile to prevent the spread of diseases. Avoid overwatering, as it can lead to root rot. Remember, cacti prefer to be underwatered than overwatered. Experiment with different cactus species and methods to find what works best for you. If you encounter any issues with propagation, don't get discouraged. Learning from your experiences will help you become a better cactus propagator over time. Congratulations, cactus propagators! You've learned these different methods to propagate cacti successfully. Whether you're starting from seeds, harvesting offsets, or taking stem cuttings, these techniques open up endless possibilities for growing new cacti. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow cactus enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more plant care tips and exciting content. Thanks for watching, and happy cactus propagation!